Hey friends, it's Hope, and today I am here to do one of my favorite videos of the month, and it is my best in books. And of course, this is my best in books for January 2015. So if you guys haven't seen my previous videos, I did one for December and November of 2014, and I will go ahead and link that down below if you guys want to check those out. But pretty much what I do is I have 5 categories that I talk about every month and figure out which book and characters go along best with those categories. So without further ado, let's just get started. So for the first category, I have the best female and male character. And this month, my best female character has to go to Tansy from 1+1 by Jojo Moyes. Tansy is a young girl in 1+1, and she is just full of spunk and life, and she's hilarious, and she says whatever's on her mind. She is super smart and loves her family and would do anything for them, even if it means sacrificing some of her own happiness. And she's really naive in some aspects of life because she is so young, but honestly, her outlook on a lot of things made the story and her point of view just really funny, and I really enjoyed reading her character. It brought so much joy and warmth and really the comedic aspect of this book just to life, and I loved reading about Tansy's character. Some of you guys probably are going to predict who won my best male character in January. Some of you may be a little bit surprised, but I am going to have to give it to Damon Black. I read the 4th book in January, and I know this isn't the 4th book, but I read the 4th book in January, and Damon has become such a wonderful male protagonist. Like, he is hilarious and he's super supportive and loving, but still just like really cocky and sometimes a little too over the top, but he's amazing, and it doesn't help how he's described because apparently he's beautiful too. So if you guys want to read about a good male character in a book, definitely pick up the Lux series because I don't think that you'll be disappointed. Alright, so my second category is the book that made me feel the most feels. And this is kind of tough because 1+1 did make me feel a lot of feels, but I'm actually going to have to give it to Easy by Tamara Weber. This book is my favorite now new adult book I've ever read, and I've only read like a handful of them, so I really don't have too many to go off of, but guys, this was such a touching story and I absolutely loved it, so this book definitely gave me the most feels. Category number 3 is what book gave me the best plot twist, and for me that was definitely Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. When we kind of find out who the bad person is, I was just like, what? I did not see that coming at all. And then boom, the bad guy gets introduced and we find out who he is. I mean, my mind was blown. So yes, best plot twist goes to Miss Peregrine's. Alright, so category number 4 is my best line, or what line did I love the most in the books that I read in the month of January. And I actually read some really great books, and a lot of them had some really great lines. My issue with those is if I read those to you, they would kind of be spoilery, and I don't want to do that. So I chose one that will not spoil anything, and that is from The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. And someone is speaking to our main character, Leah. Leah is a little down in the dumps right now, and she's just kind of stuck in just this really bad situation that she doesn't know how to get out of, and she is missing a lot of people in her life. So yeah, this person says to Leah, "But remember, child, we may all have our own story and destiny and sometimes seemingly bad fortune, but we're all part of a greater story too." And why I love that quote so much is because, I mean, we're all human. Everyone has bad days, and sometimes we just get stuck in situations that kind of put us down and we don't really see, you know, how things could get better. But I just love that quote because it is so true. Like, we are all part of a bigger picture and something greater is going to happen. And so it just gives you some hope and just encouragement that even though that you're kind of stuck in a sucky situation, or you're feeling a little down, that don't worry, because we're a part of something greater and things will get better. So I just liked how empowering and motivating that was. So that is why that came in at my best line. Alright friends, so the moment we have all been waiting for, the fifth and last category for this video is the best book that I read in January. And I am going to have to give it to Easy by Tamara Weber. I don't know if this surprised you guys or not, but yes, this book was one of the ones that I really wasn't anticipating to like thoroughly enjoy and give a 5 stars and completely fangirl over. But guys, when I tell you that this book was just super impactful and moving and y'all need to read it, like I mean y'all need to read it. A great new adult book. It goes over a very delicate topic, and I did a review over this book, so I'll go ahead and link that down below if you guys want to check it out. But the characters were great. The writing was amazing too. It was just super easy to follow along with, and you really get attached to the characters and you really feel for each of them. They're both going through a difficult situation, but the book was humorous and there were some really light, topics in it. It wasn't just all like super heavy. But yes, this book, the story, the friendship, the love, it was just wonderful. So that's why Easy by Tamara Weber got my #1 spot for the best book.